Let me ask you about Alabama, and I'm going to reference Tennessee as Tennessee has parted ways with their women's basketball coach, Kelly Harper, after 5 seasons. As Ross Dellinger reported, it's hard to believe it's been 12 years since Pat Summitt coached her final year at Tennessee. And the Vols advanced to the NCAA tournament basketball every season since then, 6 trips to the Sweet 16. Yet they have fired their last 2 basketball coaches. Just can't meet those expectations. And I want to take that to Kalen DeBoer. It feels like with all the questions that you're just seeing already floating out, can he handle the expectations? Can he handle this? Can he handle that? And those are questions that he's going to have to answer, every day of his life, until he probably wins a national championship, if he can do that. But are the expectations potentially that far out of whack? I mean, if they did it with Pat Summitt in women's basketball at Tennessee, I can't imagine that Alabama football isn't going to act somewhat the same. I mean, my question is how short is the leash, and how do you even define success for Kalen DeBoer?
I think the first year is obviously that proverbial honeymoon. And I think if it's like really bad, which I don't think it's going to be, then I think there'd be a little bit of panic in the room. Oh, we got the wrong guy. I think you're going to hear a lot of that amongst the masses of Alabama fans. I think if they, are, and remember, let's remind everybody, make the playoffs and, win, and who knows. I think if they have success, let's say they go 9-3, which is like not good for them. But first year, honeymoon period, he's going to get it going. You better believe there's going to be pressure. There's going to be pressure to, did we hire the right guy to recruit at the least level? If he can't recruit with Kirby, he's not going to beat Kirby. You're going to hear all those things, and you're going to start to hear them this year depending on how successful or not successful he is. But I think the second year is just going to be a lot of pressure. And let's remind folks, how difficult is it going to be to not only be the coach at Alabama, but the guy that just left there, the legendary coach, I'm not saying he's going to be talking about Alabama every week, but he is going to be on College Game Day, and everyone's going to be tuned into all the Alabama. What did he say? And it's just they're going to pick that apart. There are people that are still more interested in what Nick Saban says in some meeting or just some meeting somewhere or wherever than what Kalen DeBoer says. So no, he's not hovering, but he is hovering, and he's there. It's one thing, when Bear Bryant left, I mean, God rest his soul, he died before Ray Perkins got there, and it was tough. And now you've got the guy that's going to be there and omnipresent, and I don't know how omnipresent on campus, but got an office on campus. I just think it's going to be a lot of pressure. Got a good team, got a good program. He's managed to get a couple of late flips of guys that did transfer back in. We're going to have to wait and see. To me, he's a good coach. Can he recruit and handle this part of the world? That's going to be the key. And we're going to see, and we're not going to know that, I don't think, just through this year. It's going to be in the next recruiting cycle or two.